SMMA. Who even does that nowadays? Well, actually, it's a very important part of a lot of businesses in terms of the functions of a social media marketing agency will apply to a lot of businesses in themselves. However, can SMMA as a whole compete with new up-and-coming business models in terms of scalability and ease of access? This is something that I will answer very, very shortly in this video. However, I want to take you back to school. You know that guy who the teachers just didn't like for some reason, never did anything wrong, but was always just getting sent out of class. Now this guy was me. Not because I was naughty, not because I was some sort of bad man. That's not the picture I'm trying to paint. But because I did not listen to them. I didn't fall into their bullshit trap of you need to get a job, you need to do this. I never wanted to go down that path. The moment I realized was when I asked my business teacher if he had ever started a business, and his answer was no. How in the fuck did that ever make sense? I wanted to be in that class to learn business, and the moment that I realized he knew nothing about business was the moment that I stopped listening. And it's the same with any class. It is literally just a path to get you towards a job. What's my point? Am I trying to show off that I was some sort of fucking bad man in school? No, absolutely not. However, the point is that I've always had a unique path of thinking, and not everyone thinks this way. Now, AI OnlyFans models are that new, unique path that I have taken that has separated me from the normal people. Maybe even that went to that school, maybe not. If you don't have that kind of brain, that is exactly what I'm here for. I'm here to educate people on new business models because they may not have the same kind of thinking process or the independent skills that I may possess, which is exactly what I'm here for. In this one, I'm going to go over social media marketing agency versus AI OnlyFans models, and we're going to compare the two. So how much does each business model cost to start up? So SMMA, in theory, you're spending zero. Now that's just theory. Of course, every business model can claim that you're spending zero when you're starting up. Dropshipping claims the same. SMMA is quite legitimately zero, which is why the business model is so popular. Now, the thing is that it's the same with most businesses. The more you spend, the more return you're going to get. Therefore, if you do spend zero and you have companies that are investing thousands into advertisements for their company, the best kind of staff, the best new methods, the best education, then what chance do you have starting from zero, even if you do put all your time into this business? So that would be my point. You can start from zero, sure. But would you want to? No, absolutely not. You're going to die in competition. However, with AI models, what you can actually do is legitimately start from zero. But again, ideally, you want some sort of budget there because you do want to invest in the best AI generation softwares. You do want to invest into the best education and the best marketing strategies possible. However, all of these added together are going to be a lot less than the best education, marketing strategies, etc. for SMMA. So in return, you're going to be spending a lot smaller of an amount than you would with SMMA, even if you're buying the best stuff, if that makes sense. Okay, so education. Now, if you want to get paid like the best, you're going to have to be the best, therefore getting educated by the best. If you're going into SMMA, maybe you've worked for a company before, or you've had some sort of solo entrepreneurial kind of social media marketing experience, then maybe you can go into this and succeed without any external education from someone already in the industry. However, the reality is that you're probably starting online business because you don't have any experience in online business. That's just the reality. Realistically, you are going to need some sort of education, especially if you want to succeed and succeed quickly. The thing with SMMA is there is so much choice when it comes to which guru or which mentor that you want to choose. So I would choose very wisely. It's not a bad thing that there's lots of choice, by the way. As long as they're all successful and as long as you vet them correctly, there should be no real, downside to who you pick, as long as you pick the right one for you. So make sure that their teaching style suits you, their kind of surroundings are similar to you, or they can teach from ground zero. If they started with £1 million budget and you're starting with zero, you may want to go with someone who started from zero. So be sensible and pick the right education. And the thing is with SMMA, because it's such a well-known business, everyone knows that it works. The education is going to be super expensive. Again, that's not a bad thing, because realistically they are going to give you the tools to succeed, but it's just another downside to that industry. There is just a lot of people in there, and that's the reality. There's a lot of competition and there's a lot of people willing to pay for that. So therefore you're going to be competing and, you know, pricing the same as someone with a higher budget than you to get this education. But with AI models, you really only have one option, to be honest. I mean, you may argue that there's some foreign people who teach this, and if you want to, you know, join a French community, that's fine. But if you are English speaking, then you're pretty much stuck with us. Now, what we do have is loads of free value on the channel, so I'm not exactly trying to sell you anything here, but we do teach everything for free on this YouTube channel. The thing with a mentor is that's just going to give you an extra boost in any business that you do. You know, we've already made the mistakes, we already have the blueprint, we already have all the steps for students to succeed, and we've already taught people to do that. So the difference between starting solo and using all this free value and actually having a mentor guide you through it, the difference is kind of unmatched. You're gonna get so much more success, or so much more likely to have success with someone there coaching you every step of the way. That is the difference between SMMA coaching and AI OFM coaching.
Now, realistically, are you going to be able to start earning with SMMA? Think about the amount of competitors that are in this space. There's hundreds of agencies starting every single week. Therefore, what are the chances of you being more experienced or more creditable than an agency that already exists and having more budget and delivering a better product for a cheaper price? There's absolutely zero chance, because you're going to have to spend more money to be able to deliver the same quality product that these big agencies do. And if you don't, you also have less reviews than these agencies, and, you know, less credibility than these agencies that already exist. So you're already at a disadvantage. And what are the chances of you being able to outcompete these agencies that already exist in this field?
So SMMA is way too saturated with bigger businesses, as I described in the last previous clip. What this means is that you are going to have to compete with massive companies that already exist and already have a standing in the industry. Now, you already know this, so I already explained this. However, with AI OFM, you literally have zero competition. It's literally like discovering America again. Shit tons of resources to go around for the next few years. Gold, tobacco, all the good stuff. The difference is that it's easier to take land when that land does not already have a huge population on there. So there's barely anyone involved with AI OFM right now. So the best time to get involved is right now. Not next month, not in the next few months when you're in a better position, now. Yes, I have tried most business models out there, and yes, I have failed at most of those business models. However, that is until I discovered AI OFM. AI OFM is a completely blue ocean. I could put all my focus into it. It's not saturated, and it has so much potential. In fact, the market is predicted to 10 times within the next 4 years. That is absolutely insane numbers considering what it's already worth. If you want to get involved, I have a complete community of absolute killers in this space. People that are driven and actually want to learn and progress in the artificial intelligence space, because if you have a fucking brain, you know that that is the space that is going to be the future. If you want to join that community, we are very, very selective about who we let join. So what you're going to have to do is message me on Instagram, the word AI, and what I'll do is see if you're qualified. We can book a call, we can have a chat, and if you are qualified and if you're ready to kill it and you're ready to make some serious fucking money and progress in the AI space, that is exactly what we will go ahead and do. I'll see you there.